So my people make you laugh. Oh yo yo, Mayegun don't come. Oh yo yo, my people make you shout. Oh yo yo, Mayegun don't come. Oh yo yo, Mayegun the command of the masses. Oh yo yo, Mayegun don't come.
Hello there. We want to talk about good morning to you, good afternoon to you, and good evening to you from wherever you are joining me from. It is Mayegun live.
Àṣírí Adelabu kì í kó níbẹ̀ o. Ó bá ṣe àní Mayegun máa wí. Ó sì tún ṣe wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o. Mayegun dáyàrí pòlítíkò.
Thank you so much for joining me from wherever you are joining from. Remember, read the caption of the broadcast, share the broadcast, invite your friends, invite your not so friendly friends, and tell them that Mayegun today. Yesterday, Tifnumbu's illegitimate regime was exposed among numerous lies that they kind of love to push. But they don't double down, though. Like they are not really coming back to say, okay, we are sorry, we lied. Right? They are doubling down. Share this. Thank you so much for joining me. It is the brunch time with Mayegun. It is also the segment where you can call in. Yes, you can. Anytime. And be part of this conversation. But remember, hear it first. And that's me, Motide. So good morning to you once again. Good afternoon to you and good evening to you from wherever you are joining me from. It is Mayegun Brunch Time Live. You see, the ridiculousness of the criminals in charge of Nigeria, their incompetence, and of course, their corruption will continue to jeopardize whatever dream a lot of you have in that country. The dream of, probably you could make a difference. You could change your life. These will remain dreams. A mirage for some, or probably for many. A mirage where you have been set up for failure because the criminals in charge of your country are not only inefficient, incompetent, more or less like superstitious, so to say. Baba, they are as blind as bats as well. Sometimes when they talk, a lot of you probably feels like you could do better or you could reason better sometimes have to question your own brain, like which kind level it is. Now, Tifnumbu that they told you has a very good gift of discovering talents. Discovered this, I don't know how to describe him. Is the minister of darkness. Mind you, this image on your screen is the picture taken during the time of a cross-examination of the minister of darkness in Nigeria by the Nigerian House of Representatives, I think. So while they were there, of course, the minister of darkness is in the building, and the entire building, went dark. The power was off. Just so it didn't really have to say much about his failure before that sort of popped up and stared him on the face. But you cannot shame the shameless. That is the slogan. You cannot shame the shameless. So this guy has come out sometimes, right? When he speaks, right, you think, why is it threatening you? Sometimes when this guy speaks, I feel like he's threatening you. One of the problems of Nigeria, in fact, of numerous problems, this one, power, they have ensured that it remained luxury and impossible from one government to another. But now this one could be the most ridiculous that you have ever witnessed, okay? And he is also very proud in his own ridiculousness. But I'll give you the breakdown first, so that at least as a layman, you can understand what they use the word peculiarity of the power sector and the corruption therein, which has worked so well in mitigating against the progress of those of you living in that hellhole called Nigeria. Power is not a rocket science, but because of the way Nigeria is set up and the what you can call the short-sightedness of the past ruiners of Nigeria, where the policy of one Nigeria is to rob Peter and pay Paul. So from time immemorial, darkness has been part and parcel of generational punishment that these rogues have unleashed on us. But I'll break them down for you. They will generate electricity. Okay, Nigeria have this, what do you call it? They have this hydropower plant, Kainji Dam, Shiroro Dam, all in Niger State. You see that of Shiroro for the past 8 years, especially under Bukwari of APC, Egbekegbe, the Boko Haram, they have taken over Shiroro. And they have destroyed and continue to vandalize this multi-billion dollars national assets. And they have blanked the rest of you from knowing this. However, few other places where they are still managing to generate electricity, it is like a mandate. They must offload them onto what they call the national grid. Do you even understand the wastage that is involved in what they call the national grid in Nigeria? I will tell you. It is like generating electricity somewhere in Imo State. While the people of Imo will have no electricity, the power generated there will be then transmitted on the Nigeria national grid, that power line, all the way to somewhere in Zungeru, where Fulani terrorists have already ransacked and chased everybody away. You see all those industrialized south, where industries are folding up, packing up due to operational costs. They continue to suffer for that in the South, while armlets and all that. And you know something? There's so much waste and wastage when they are kind of moving and transporting it that way. All this waste is just to keep the concept of one Nigeria going. In the process, they are not building new infrastructure to power Nigeria. These mad people are expending billions upon billions of your money on moribund, outdated power infrastructures. Yeah, they have no plan of giving you electricity. I mean, they once said something about unbundling the Nigerian electricity company. That's just like removing subsidy, selling it off, and let everybody generate the power, sell the power to their pay customers who can afford to pay. But that wasn't to happen. Okay, it wasn't to happen. Because at the end of the day, majority of them are not really interested in generating and distributing the power, because if they do, what would they be budgeting for? So Penkelemesi, your minister of darkness, knows this very well. Okay, and that is why, despite the fact that even the Russians that built the Ajaokuta steel in Lokojas, in Kogi, as far back as 1976, 1977, the technology that the old technology that they put together in building Ajaokuta has totally been outdated, no longer in use. But guess what? The successful criminal government in Nigeria continues to pop the Ajaokuta steel, because it's all conduit pipe. It is not for them to actually refine what you call the steels. No, and it is the same thing with power. So they said they unbundled and they've given it to the discos. They have discos, they have gencos. Gencos are the generating companies. Discos are the distributing companies. At the end of the day, behind the scene, these criminals are still budgeting billions, hundreds of billions for power that they will spend no dime on. Think about that. So, since they don't have any of this plan, now Penkelemesi is now saying, if Nigeria wants to have stable electricity, you must be willing to spend, or the government of Nigeria must be willing to spend $10 billion every year. And it just kind of pulled the number from thin air. It just pulled it out from nowhere. Because that is what they do. Because numbers to Abobakus or even Tifnumbu himself, now statistics when I go chop. So yeah, they put the number out and they run with it. 10 billion. Ask him to tell you what he's going to do with the 10 billion. Then they will begin to attack your father. They will say, your father and your mother this. You are a bastard. Why are you asking questions? You hate Nigeria. Because these are irresponsible bunch that are making decisions for the country of a supposed 200 million mumums. So you can see it there, right? So he said, those of you who are complaining that you are in band A and it is too expensive and you do not even have the light or the electricity, according to the Penkelemesi, your minister of darkness and sorrows, says you would actually have to pay, or else don't complain about no electricity or what have you, because there will be none. If you are complaining like this, what happens is that you have to pay and manage the one they are giving to you. Baba, listen now. Let's say if you are in band A, you are supposed to be like, you're supposed to be like the first class So which means that they even said in band A, you will be getting 20 hours electricity a day. That's the best you can get. And they were supposed to guarantee that. Okay. So they've increased the cost of the electricity itself. A lot of you are paying more, but you are not even seeing it. They are not giving you the prepaid meters. Prepaid meters that will actually really calculate what you use when they give you the light, Abby. So all of the old rackets, the scam, right from the top, is to carry on. And they know that it's like you have no choice. I have people who said they have disconnected themselves from the Nigerian electricity supply, but they still get charged. They still get billed, even when there is no visible cable or visible cable or wires of the Nigerian electricity companies, right? But they still get billed. It's all racket scam. And it's the same everywhere. It is. I mean, how do you actually pay for something you are not using? And all you can do is just lament and all that. Like, okay. So yeah, they said that you would have to get yourself used to it. That is from the Penkelemes. We'll come back to that. Indeed. You were here yesterday, last night, when Maersk Shipping and Logistics said, no, we did not sign any deal or $600 million deal with Tifnumbu. And the brethren, since last night, the embarrassment, the shame, was so much that even some of these Abobakus, Buhari idiots, Bat idiots, Bastard, and the rest of their clan, I was watching them all over. They were struggling and praying that make this whole thing just be a miscommunication. Because according to them, every one of you who decided to expose and amplify this, you are considered as enemies of Nigeria who don't love Nigeria. Because these voluntary slaves in Nigeria, they do know that they are lying to them. They know that their lives have been destroyed. But the difference between them and you is that they actually are so desperate that all the lies that Tefnumbu and their gang are telling them, they are so desperate that they want them to be true. And that's very sad. You don't know. Like, somebody is lying to you. Not only that, you have also figured out that they are lying. Even though you didn't tell anybody, you know they are lying. You can come here to defend them. Because now shame, where you know get, since we cannot shame the shameless. But inside you, they know that they are lying to them. They are disappointed. They are sad. But you know, when you are in a state of total suppression, depression, hopelessness, sometimes you want the lies to be true, you know? Yeah. You know, for example, you had a dream, and inside that dream, somebody came to your house. You are very broke. You are like, you need money. Then you have a dream that somebody came to your house. Somebody seems familiar. And they came with a bag of money, right? And then they gave the money to you in your dream. Only for you to wake up and you it's a dream. It's a dream, Jerry. But somehow you just really, really, really wish it is true. To the point that you begin to say, maybe if you start saying it's true, it will actually come to reality. Where they use religion to deceive you, to say it into presence. Let me give you another example. You know that the student loan is a scam. You have every reason to see that it is a fraud. Okay? It's a scheme put together to enrich few guys, and then it will disappear. But Abobakus, or typical Nigerians, they know it's a lie. But they will ask you, what if it's true? What if God touches their mind and they kind of do it? Let us be positive. Let's be positive for this country. I'm not a supporter of Chief Numbu. I don't even like APC. But can we all try and be positive for once? Those are the people with sad lives. But they don't know. When your life is so worthless that you will love a lie to be true. That's a very sorry state of life for anybody. And there are many people like that. They see the lie, right? But they are desperate to see it to become true. Oh, let it be truth. Father, let it be truth. I just pray that this is true. Dangote refinery is going to start working by May 31st, 2023. So Bukwari is going to open it first, so that he's going to be the first person to see it work. Guys, Nalayo, there is no refinery that is ready. Dangote refinery will not be ready until 2027, 2028. That is the earliest that it can actually be ready to produce like a proper refinery. Even if it is 2028, why don't you just let us believe that it's going to work in May 2023? No, it's not going to work in May. It's not ready. Far from it. Abba, why are you enemy of Nigeria? Why don't you want anything good for Nigeria? They say it's going to be working. Everybody that has been there, I even have my cousin. My cousin is working there. My cousin said, it is already working. They only delayed it a little bit. These are people with serious depressive lives. People who have been so disappointed all their lives that they want the lie to be true so desperately. And those are the vulnerable people that APC, Egbekegbe, appeals to. UAE has lifted visa ban. No, it's a lie. They haven't lifted any visa ban. And even if they have not lifted the visa ban, we should say it into presence. At least the government is trying to make sure that they lift the visa ban. I said, one more lift the visa ban. It's a lie. I know it's a lie, but I'm saying that if all of us have belief, if all of us support the government now, and then we all be positive towards our country, don't I said it's a lie. It is a lie. They lied to you. Okay, I know they lied. But even you, Seth, why don't you feel anything positive about Nigeria? Why are you always celebrating all the bad news? Because you want the lies to be good news. How? How are you going to do that? What is it called? Port Harcourt refinery is ready. Port Harcourt refinery is going to start working in December. Hey, guys, it is a lie. There's no Port Harcourt refinery that is going to be ready in December. What is wrong with this guy? What is this Mayegun's problem? Why don't you just see anything good about this country? Why are you always here to see all the... Papa, show mad. I am saying it to be Rolongpa. It's a lie. Okay, let's even say it's a lie. But why can't you just believe that it's a true? Why don't you all of us just let's be positive? These are vulnerable people with miserable lives that APC, Egbekegbe, appeals to. Yesterday, from nowhere, Tifnumbu and gang, breaking news. Maersk logistic and shipping from